Okay, you guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know what? It was my fault. I did not... My phone can only handle so much. Can only handle so much. It only has so much memory. And I needed to delete some videos I did and some pictures from the last time I was on, and I forgot to do that. So when the memory gets clogged up, there it goes. So anyway, so sorry that it did that. And I want to, I had a program when YouTube had their editing where I could like 2 30-minute videos, or if I had a video that was only for like 15 minutes, I could smash it with another video for an hour long straight. That's why I have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, whatever. And I want to find out a program I can use that's simple, that I can understand. I found one, I believe, as an app on my phone. But the issue is that I don't have enough memory on my phone to run it. It's saying. So anyway, if anybody knows of editing software that is simple, because it's really not my strong suit. It takes me forever to learn it, and I don't have forever to learn the software because I'm trying to do the art part. Let me know if anybody does know that, because I would love to be able to take, instead of having part 1 and part 2, have part 1 and 2 as one video. Okay, I just think it would be better. I would love that. I just honestly, I really need help with like, learning about another editing software program that's easy. So I'm using the receipts. This is a Home Depot receipt, throwing that in there. See, this kind of stuff like this is easy to me. And for some of you, that kind of stuff like editing is like nothing to you. But maybe, you know, thinking to use a receipt, you're like, oh my God, I would never have thought to use a receipt. Like, that's not something that comes naturally to you. Well, that's how I am with the damn computer. Like, that crap don't come easy to me. So if anybody knows editing software, especially an app that I can use on my phone, where it doesn't take too much memory, I guess. Anyway, anybody out there that can help me, please leave a comment and let me know, because I could use the help. Okay, so, oh, that's the Asian newspaper I just did. That's that little receipt book I just did. We're going to throw this right now. I don't want that in there. Let me see if I have anything else here that I want to use. Okay, let's go over to this other page here. And I love this whole thing here of using everyday things around our house and cheap acrylic paint, because I know sometimes I'm getting not fancy, but you know, I have all these Jane Davenport products that I love to use, which you guys know I bought those when they're on sale at Michael's, so I can get the best deals and use coupons and all of that, because I know her products aren't cheap, but I love them. But some people are like, okay, that's really not affordable for me to be doing that. Or you're not to the point yet with your mixed media where you're willing to spend that kind of money, you know? Or you're just starting out in mixed media. Or that's not in your budget. Or you just don't have those beliefs. You're like, you know what? I want to use the most basic, simple stuff. And you can, and make great art. And sometimes, I think a lot of times your art will actually be greater, because you're not using things that everybody else is using, right? You're using stuff from around your house. So, I just want to show that you can create beautiful, beautiful art with things around your house. In fact, I saw a guy, and this is what I really wanted to create art, something like this. There was this guy from Mexico, and he was very poor, to the point where he couldn't even afford paint. But he looked around his streets in Mexico and goes, there's all this like trash everywhere, like all this paper with print on it. That could be my paint. That could be my images. So what he did is he would go around and he would pull things off bulletin boards. He would get free newspapers, free magazines, trash that's on the ground, and make art of it. He would layer it, and he would layer it like, I don't know, 15 layers thick. I mean, it was thick. And a lot of it was a lot of color, like things that had a lot of color, because he didn't have money for paint. And then he would take it and he would sand through it with a sander. I did this only one time because I wanted to do it and I need to do it again. And he sanded through it. When he sanded through it, it just made all these beautiful colors and designs. And that was his artwork. And then he would write a message on there, like whatever message he wanted to get out in the world. And that was his art. And it was fabulous. It was all for free. The only thing I guess he had to invest in was some glue. Everything else was free. And it was fabulous. And he didn't, and he would do his stuff on surfaces that are free. You know, he didn't have money for any of this stuff. He used pieces of cardboard. He uses pieces of wood. Whatever he could find would be his substrate to design on. So just letting us know, oh, I didn't use this. To make art, you don't need any money. Really. You can make art out of trash, complete trash. And that was the message there. And I saw that a long time ago, like, oh my God, probably in my, I don't remember when I saw that. Maybe in my mid-20s I saw this. It was on some show, I can't remember. And I was always like, I want to make art like that. And I don't know why I didn't start making art like that when I saw it. Anyway. Well, I kind of do know why, but anyway. I didn't have the support for my art that I do now. My husband now that I have is so supportive of my art and so encouraging. And he supports me. He gives me the time to be able to do my art. And the biggest thing is support. You can always find time, but the biggest thing is support and positive messaging and things like that. Without going too deep down that rabbit hole. Okay. I try not to complain and talk about my problems too much because we all have problems and I don't want to be on here depressing people, you know? So, this is my Dollar Tree receipt. This right here was the, what is it called? My message pad that I had. Okay, so now we have enough of everything, I think. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I want to put a little bit more of this right here. We'll put that right there. Okay, so that first layer, we're doing well. Let me make sure you guys are still there. Perfect. All right, let me get my... I'm just getting these layers out of the way, down to my second layers. I pile everything up in layers. Like this is my first layer, like this. I said this before to you guys. This is my first layer, right? And then my second layer is this right here. So this goes on top of here. So when I'm done, this whole layer comes off and now I'm ready for this. And I have it stacked in layers right next to me. And that's how I work. And it's just a really nice organized way to work. And especially if you're making a video, you need some organization. So it's an organized way to work. It makes sense to me. I can go much quicker, which may or may not be important to you. I just like to work quickly. And you don't have to work quickly at all. But I do have to say, working quickly sometimes is an advantage because then you're not thinking so much. And a lot of times this type of work, the more you hem and haw, it turns out almost better if you don't hem and haw. If you're not sitting there going, oh, should I do that? Should I not? Just do it. Trust your instincts. Trust what you're doing. Trust that the decisions you're making are the right ones. probably help you in your everyday life too. Like if you have a decision, I've been watching a lady named what is her name? Mel Robbins. You guys look her up. Mel Robbins. She is awesome. She's a like a life coach, and I have learned so much from her. And she says, like, when there's something you need to do and you know you need to do it and you keep putting it off, she says, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It resets the frontal cortex of your brain and it makes you just do it. So let's suppose you're doing this work and you're just hemming and hawing. Say to yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and put down the damn piece. Okay? Hemming and hawing most of the time in life is not going to do you any good, and neither is when you're doing your art. Because most of the time when you need to take action. So you need to take action in your life, but then you also need to take action in this art, right? So I thought that was really good. So it's helped me this week. I had some decisions I needed to make, and I was a little bit, stressed out about the decisions. And I just said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then I just went. And I just did it. And after I do it, I'm like, oh, thank God I did it. And whatever it is. And then I was like, wasn't even that serious, Angela. Why didn't you just do it before? But don't beat yourself up. You're retraining your brain when you do things like that. And you'll start doing more of the things you want to do. Making dreams happen that you want to happen. It'll help you start taking steps. Like if you want a new job or if you want to start a business, it will help you start to make those steps. Like you need to make a phone call that kind of scares you. If you want to start a certain business or you want a certain job, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And it just for some reason gets you going. It's one of the most magical tools I've ever learned. I love it. Even if it's just doing the damn dishes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You know you need to do the damn dishes. But it's great for like really important decisions in your life to make your dreams come true. Things you really want to accomplish in your life. So Mel Robbins, M-E-L Robbins, and I know Mel sounds like a man's name, but it's a woman, and she is awesome. Her techniques are awesome, and her another big point besides the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is think this instead of thinking that. So if you have like a negative thought in your head, turn it around into a positive thought, like just say, I don't deserve this. A lot of people say that. I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve that. I don't deserve anything. And then turn it around and say, you know what? I do deserve it because of why? Because I help people. I deserve it because I have built up those skills over time. I deserve it. Do you see what I'm saying? So you turn those negative Nancy's around in your head. So you're not telling yourself negative stuff all the time. And when you turn it around and say something positive to yourself, then you're able to start taking action to what you want to do or where you want to go. Like, let's suppose you want to put a class on, like I want a seminar, like I want to do. And I feel like, oh my God, no one's going to sign up. And then I want to do a seminar, which I think is going to happen in about 6 months to a year, something like that I'm thinking about. Doing like a mixed media retreat here in Las Vegas, and I'm looking at 6 months to a year out of doing it. And I've taken some steps. I've done 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I've called out some casino/resorts, and I use that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I started thinking, oh, what if nobody signs up? You know what? If no one signs up, wait 6 months, do it again. Or what if enough people don't sign up? You know what? Enough people is the amount that show up. That's enough people. So see how I just turned all that around? So anyway, I know I'm just babbling on, but I just recently learned all this and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm collaging all these bits down. So now this was the layer of just the colored pieces from magazines, right? So that's what we just did. Oh shoot. Okay. I didn't mean to do all that. What was... Okay. Well, we'll let that dry because this is all sticky now. We'll just put that right there. So this is all the coloring bits from magazines. Just cool color that you can just rip out just to give your background color, right? And interest. Okay, so that is it for this part. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to, when we come back, this is what we're going to do because we need to let this dry. When we come back, we'll take a light gessoing over this with a very wet brush. Let me see how much time we have. With a very wet brush, we'll do some gessoing over this so that it knocks this back a little bit and gives us a good surface, a good tooth to work with like we always do. Then we'll take our colors here, our cheap acrylic paint with baby wipes, okay? And we'll go over this and give this color. But the baby wipes is going to keep it all very translucent, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, these aren't our focal points, but they're semi-focal points. We're going to lay some semi-focal points. It might be this. It might be, we'll play around. It might be these. These are from the back of some calendars. Aren't those gorgeous? From Dollar Tree calendars. You guys always be looking at Dollar Tree calendars. They have the most beautiful calendars with the most beautiful images. That's from my Hummingbird magazine. This is from Where Women Can Create magazine. This is from Where Women Create magazines. So these are going to be, these could actually be focal points, but they're going to be semi-focal points. And actually I lied. I think that I'm going to use some of these for focals and some of them for semi-focal points, and that will make more sense. This is from the back of calendar. Back of calendar, back of calendar. That will all make more sense when we get to that. And then to knock this back a little bit, I'll probably take a light, like beigey paint, like white with a little beige, just like a little beigey, like I said, a little beigey paint color. And I'll lay that over this to knock these back a little bit so that our focal point can go on top. And whatever just peeks out will look really, really cool. We will be covering some of it up. We'll be doing splatters. The one thing that I do have that's like bought, I still will always put my script stamped on there. So this is just so you guys know where we are going. I have a gold marker. I might use some of that with like dots or maybe doing some doodling with my pen. I may doodle with my black pen. So, and I may have a message too with this stamp. Be your own kind of beautiful. Now let's suppose you don't have any stamps or very few stamps. Look for something in a magazine that has a message you like and cut that out. Okay? All right, you guys, that is it for this one. Hopefully, maybe I can get part 1 and part 2 to be put together because maybe it'll be small enough for me to be able to do that. I'm not really sure, but if not, I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that's great. Any comments or questions, leave below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And oh, I have we have a new Facebook group for mixed media artists, and it's called Our Magical Little Place. The links will be below. Come join us. You're welcome to come there and post any of your art. And art means to me mixed media. If you are into coloring books. If you're into knitting, any art that you do, any crafting that you do. To me, it's all art. It's not craft, it's all art in my opinion. But that's my opinion. If you want to sell anything, you're welcome to sell it. If you want to promote your YouTube channel, promote your YouTube channel. If you want to promote your YouTube videos, promote your YouTube videos by pasting in a URL into the link there. Okay, you guys, that is it. Like I said, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.